From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Go right in. 52 right here. 52. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 49. Check 49. Check 49. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Save. Under. 26. Check 26. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Prescott down. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, Todd. 180. 53. Mike, 53. Now we're close. Pick up the ball.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Hey, tighten down. Value 3.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Ric Flair.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check. 53. Super. Go. You ain't doing nothing. From
the 50, it's gone. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the...
And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. 120. Check. I got deep third. Single. Hey, kill.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and
8. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Hey, orbit.
Here's Goff. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 18-yard line.
Check 52's the mark. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. We're going to 53. We're going 46. 26.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott on a crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Gun. Watch twin.
A give to Elliott running left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
180. Watch right. You got right. Come on.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On first down, it's gone. And he's got his man on the out route. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ric Flair.
Out of the gun. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The tackle made at the 39-yard line.
That's how you do, D.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Sack City, baby.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on second and long. Goff going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Pick me up. Here we go.
Now Goff on first down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Prescott to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. Giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Rams take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, kill.
After the interception, here's Goff. For the left side, it's complete. 23 yards on the play. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Here we go again. Here we go.
Now gone. And incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Throwing, Prescott. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
On first down, gone. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, come on now. Check 52. Hatchet.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On first down, it's Elliott, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Succa, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
What's tight? Tight is right. You got 3 down, 3 down. 4 down. Switch.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They can't hang with us. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Ready? Set.
Now a first down throw. Wrong. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Like 20. I got one.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Walk tight, walk tight. Tight end right, tight end right. We got three, fellas, we got three.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Well, they had a gain of 1, then 2, and now 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check Mike, man. Hey, foxtrot. Check Mike, man.
Now it's gone. On the crossing route, complete. That's Buchanan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
180. 54. Check.
Now Gurley. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And that's complete to Cooks. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
To throw is gone. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another carry now for Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Watch the pass. 6 guys.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Prescott now from the 50. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Samson Abukum in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Prescott down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go, go, go.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And down to the 7-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now it's Gurley, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Goff now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, Goff. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Reed, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Black 20. Let's go one right. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Here's Gurley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting performance down the stretch.
So for the Rams, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next.